Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm trying out these new paints, which are a special kind of magic that I don't quite understand. They're water mixable oils, and they come out of the tube actually quite oily. Like, I don't know what I expected, but these look and feel like absolutely normal oil paints. And I've got some oil brushes ready, and I've got a couple of water brushes on the side as well. And they really do, despite being so oily, they actually mix with water. Which is really cool because most of the oil solvents are kind of smelly, and yeah, I don't know how long these are going to take to dry, but the colors mix well. They really do act like oils, they mix like oils, they feel like oils. These are absolutely magic, and I'm cleaning my brush off with just regular pot of water. So this is really impressive. I've been meaning to try these for ages. I've heard about them before, but I've just never ever tried. As someone who actually loves painting in oils, this is like really cool for me. They even have the texture and the consistency of oil. They're quite creamy and thick and opaque. So I'm going to try and paint something with them. I'm thinking landscape of some kind. I want to try and use as many colors of the palette as possible and mix up some new ones, because honestly there's nothing more enjoyable than mixing new colors and oils. I'm gonna see how these compare to regular oils when I actually use them, and I'm starting out with an oil brush, although I am noticing that my oil brushes do not like water. And I mean, normally my water brushes don't like oils, so I'm gonna see how I do. I'm gonna try both. I should mention I'm using my watercolor sketchbook for this, and even though it was not designed for oils, it does have some tooth to it, and it was made for water, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be okay. You can see how oily the paints actually are. You can see the oils actually dripping on my palette page from the paints. It really is, they really are oils. They mix and they go down like oils as well. The coverage is really good. The colors blend right on the page, so I can pre-blend them or I can blend them as I go. It's really enjoyable. I can't believe I haven't tried these before. I'm still struggling to understand exactly how this works, because everyone knows oils don't mix with water. And these are actually oil paints. I thought maybe like there was something in the name and they weren't actually going to be oils. I really don't know what I expected, but I certainly didn't expect them to feel like regular oil paints. And I mean, I love painting with oils, but whenever I use them, I have to lock myself in a separate room where the cat can't get to me. And the smell, I mean, usually I use like white spirit, or even if it's an odorless artist white spirit, which is more expensive, that it still has quite a strong smell. And in cleaning your brushes afterwards, because you need like stronger solutions to clean your brushes. If you use, if I use linseed oil for mixing, then it's like kind of like you need separate pots because everything's kind of oily. Or if I use white spirit, which is less oily, then it's really smelly, and you need like a well ventilated area to work in, because otherwise you just end up with headaches. And this like takes a lot of the problems out of using oils, because these are water soluble. I can't fit my head around it. I don't know how this works. It's just magic. Also, this is probably the smallest painting I've ever attempted with oils, because normally I'd use canvas. I tend to buy those pre-made ones that already kind of primed and stretched. but they come in, well, I buy them in much larger sizes because it seems like a waste to set up the room for such a tiny little piece, right? But also because oils are slow drying, I can set up and take as long as I like, days, weeks, sometimes even months to complete a painting. And also I'm wondering how long this is going to take to dry, because I have canvases that have taken more than 6 months of drying time before they could even be lacquered. So obviously gonna have to leave the sketchbook open for, we'll see how long it takes. I might add a comment when I find out how long it's taken to dry, but for some reason I suspect, being water soluble, they are going to take less time than normal. Also, this is quite a small painting and I'm not using that many layers, but I'll let you know when I find out. I'm building up these foreground layers and the paints are blending flawlessly. Like, honestly, if I didn't know there was something different about these paints, I wouldn't have guessed it. They are really nice to use, and yeah, just beautiful. The fact that I can clean my brush off with water is just amazing. Also, I've switched to a water brush now because my oil brushes, they have really long handles because they're designed for bigger canvas, but also they just didn't like being dipped in water so much. I had lost a few hairs. Sorry, kitty, can't have you, can't risk you stepping on these and then licking your paws. He normally likes to sit with me while I paint, but it just not with oils, not even with these ones. I'm trying to break up the landscape a little bit with a variety of hills and a little stretch of road just for visual interest. And then I'm gonna try and throw in a few trees here and there, just to give the eye something to look at, really. This is obviously a very small painting, so there's not a lot of detail I can incorporate, but any amount of detail you can usually include just makes the painting that much more interesting to look at. The sketchbook is just a bit smaller than A5, so I'm doing my best here, and I think I'm using a lot of contrast and shadows to kind of portray some of the detail that I want to hint at, and just trying to add a few tiny little tree shapes here and there, so you know they're really far away, but you can kind of tell they're there. It all adds to the feel of the landscape, I think. When it comes to using something completely, almost shockingly new like this, I think we all go into it with a little bit of bias of some sort, and I think mine was that I really thought these can't possibly be oils. Oils do not mix with water. This is going to be something else, some kind of trick, fad, I don't know. But I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed using these. I don't know, have you ever tried water soluble oils before? If you have, let me know in the comments if there's any tricks you know about these or whatever. I really want to know, because I'm definitely going to be using these again. Oops, I think I went a little bit overboard with these sun rays, but oils are very forgiving, so I'm just adding a slightly warmer hue and then dialing them back a bit. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more random art. Thanks, see you soon!